Welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching me for a while, you realize that I talk a lot about healthy lifestyles, healthy eating, sleep, mental health, and things like that to help us all live a more fulfilled life. My name is Dr. Adaeze. Now, as we emphasize on the need for staying active and eating healthy, it's really important to have some clarity around what constitutes healthy eating. So in today's video, I'll be addressing some of that, so please stay tuned. Now, you may know people who are really very active, who are always exercising, maybe your own children or yourself. Now, such people often add other eating habits that are promoted as being helpful for fitness. This may come under various names or tags such as exercise shakes, exercise boosts, post-exercise recovery foods, calorie burners, and so on. Others will even call their products workout supplements, fitness enhancers, recovery snacks, energy revivers, metabolism boosters. And in fact, some people promote certain foods that are effective in burning fat without the need for exercise. Maybe you've seen one of those commercials. Now, recently, my attention was drawn to a rather concerning result of someone misusing one of these exercise shakes. A healthy-looking young person had come to see the doctor. I mean, if you saw him, he was a picture of health. So the doctor ordered some simple lab tests, including his lipid profile. So lipid profile refers to the fats in his body. We know there's so-called good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So the doctor checked all that. And the result was alarming, to say the least. This guy had very high levels of the bad cholesterol and then had very low levels of the good cholesterol. And this is someone who is meant to be really fit and healthy. How could this be possible? He has a very good exercise regimen. He's a fitness trainer in a gym. It was all so confusing. Well, the doctor talked to him about healthy meals, but the guy replied that he already eats a healthy meal. And looking at him, you can believe that, So the doctor thought, well, we'll repeat the test in 4 months' time. So the guy came back in 4 months and the tests were repeated. This time the numbers were even worse. It was really a mystery. Well, the doctor asked him further, what exactly do you eat? It turned out that he was consuming so much of an exercise protein shake something that was actually doing him more harm than good. And honestly, that could have been any one of us. There's so much drive to get healthy. So people are doing their best to try and stay healthy. Everyone wants to have a lean, trim body. Everyone wants to look better to improve their physical appearance. So it's easy to do some of these things. But it can be dangerous to cut corners by using some of these supposedly health aids. So let's have a close look at what this guy was actually taking. He's supposed to take 2 scoops daily of this shake, okay? Now, 2 scoops contains a whopping 70% of his total daily requirement for cholesterol. In just 2 scoops, he gets 70% of the cholesterol he's allowed in the whole day. Wow. And this particular shake had no fiber in it, and yet fiber is so important to health. So this guy returned with very low good cholesterol, the high density lipoproteins, and excessively high bad cholesterol, the low density lipoproteins, and other bad cholesterol. There may be other factors involved, but this is a real life case. I want to take this opportunity to discuss paying attention to what you choose as your companion for your exercise routines. Correctly reading and interpreting food labels is so important. It makes a difference between choosing what will just replenish what the nutrients you've used up during your exercise or dumping excessive amounts of unnecessary nutrients in your system. So the importance of what you choose to eat around your exercise routine often gets overlooked. When we exercise, remember, our bodies lose nutrients, our bodies are using up nutrients. So it's crucial to replenish them, but it has to be done with the right sort of foods. That's where reading and interpreting food label comes into play. Okay, so first, let's break down why this is important. When you work out, you sweat, you use energy. That means your body needs to have this replenished to recover properly. If we don't pay attention and we end up consuming unnecessary calories or nutrients, then it won't actually help our recovery. We're worse off in doing that. So what should we look for on a food label or nutritional facts? It's also, some countries call it nutritional facts. Here in UK, we call it a food label. Well, food labels are actually not that complex or scary. and I hope to do another video on that specifically. But let's look at a few things today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to please subscribe, okay? I'm here to teach us, I'm here for us to learn together, and I'm sure you'll find some of my videos really interesting and helpful. Thank you for subscribing. So the number one thing to check is your nutrient content. Check for proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. For example, if you've just done a workout, you might want a snack that combines protein and carbohydrates. For example, yogurt with some fruit. That's perfect, okay? Or peanut butter on wholemeal bread. The nut butter will provide protein, while the whole grain bread will add healthy carbs. Or you could use hummus with carrot sticks or whole grain crackers. Now, hummus is made from blended chickpeas and spices. It contains proteins, okay? So it will give you protein, while the veggies like your carrot stick will give you some carbohydrates. The second one is added sugars. Let's be cautious with products that contain a lot of sugar. So 1 of your teaspoons of sugar is equivalent to 1 pack, you know, the small packs of sugar, which is equivalent to a cube of sugar, and that's equivalent to 4 grams, okay? So use that to visualize the amount of sugar in the product you're taking. I remember going to the filling station one day to fuel my car, and I was so hungry. So as I paid for the fuel, just on the counter there, they had a small exercise bar, and I picked it up because I thought, let me have something to eat. I picked it up and just had a quick look at the label, at the food label. And it says for that bar I was holding, it had 16 grams of sugar. 16, that's 4 teaspoons full of sugar. That in a small, really tiny bar. You see, if I hadn't looked at the label, I would have thought I'm just having a small exercise bar. But I'm giving myself 16 grams of sugar just with that small bar. It's crazy, really. And it's meant to be a healthy snack bar. So these bars may give you a quick energy boost, but they won't provide lasting fuel for your body. So a word for people living with diabetes, there may be times when your blood sugar runs low, okay? So you might feel it in yourself that your blood sugar is low. I find that at such times, most people with diabetes, they become alarmed, obviously, and will grab sugary drinks or sweets to try and bring up their blood sugar. In fact, one lady says that when she feels her blood sugar is low, she will eat about 3 scoops of jam. Understand what she's trying to do to bring the blood sugar back up. But unfortunately, yes, this will bring your blood sugar up, but that sudden spike in sugar actually makes controlling your diabetes more difficult. You're better off having something with fiber, for example, hummus with carrot sticks. It will bring your blood sugar up in a controlled manner. Avoid sugar spikes. They're so dangerous to health. Don't just go and grab something sugary to bring up your blood sugar. Yes, it will bring up your blood sugar, but in the long run, you're actually damaging your system. The next thing to pay attention to is serving size. Serving size on the label. Sometimes a package may seem healthy, but if you eat the entire thing, you could be taking in more calories than you intended. Now, serving size means what is recommended for you to consume, the amount you're meant to consume of that product as an individual. So do you know that the serving size of most loaves of bread is 1 slice? So the serving size of most loaves of bread is 1 slice of bread. That means they expect you as an individual to eat just 1 slice. But how many of us eat only 1 slice of bread? So always check the package to know what the serving size is. The next thing to look at is the ingredient list. So look for whole ingredients. The fewer processed ingredients, the better. That means you're getting real food that your body can actually use. The next thing is hydration. Don't forget about hydration. Sometimes we focus so much on food that we overlook the importance of water, especially after a sweating workout. And the worst thing you can do is to go and drink some sugary drink because you've just worked out. A lady said to me that she drinks 4 cans of Diet Coke every day. And I'm like, Diet Coke, 4 cans? I just wonder what planet some people live in. I wonder, with all the awareness being raised about health, about sugary stuff, about unhealthy eating, I'm always still shocked when I hear people say, oh, I don't drink proper Coke, I drink Diet Coke, and they're drinking 4 a day thinking they're being healthy. Or people are drinking fruit juice, this packaged fruit juice, they're drinking it down thinking they're being healthy. I want you to know that drinks like that, for example, let's take orange juice. Let's take a pack of orange juice. They may have used 4 oranges to make that pack of orange juice. So in just you drinking that, you've taken 4 oranges. Now, the bad thing is that you've got all the sugar in that orange, but none of the fiber. If you actually ate a proper orange as it is, just a normal orange, and ate 4 oranges, you would have had all the fiber in the orange. So that fiber would help to moderate the amount of sugar you're getting from the oranges. So it's always best to eat food in their most natural state. In summary, being mindful of your food choices can actually make a significant difference in how well you recover from exercise. By correctly reading the food labels, you can ensure you're giving your body exactly what it needs without overloading it with unnecessary nutrients. So next time you're at the store or prepping for your post-workout meal, take a moment to read those labels, okay? I've done a video on why we should all be lifting weights. And this is especially important. If you're in your 50s, you need to lift weights. So please watch that video next. I hope this has been helpful. We all need to stay active, but we mustn't let the food industry deceive us with terms like healthy shake, muscle builder, recovery booster, all those sort of things. Please take a moment to look at the labels so you're not harming your system. I wish you happy workouts. Stay well. You've got this.